And just please keep yourself on mute. That's, I think pretty standard, okay? If you want to change your display name, you're welcome to do that as well. You can change your name and maybe include your business name if that's something that you wish to do. So today we're here to celebrate Markham's entrepreneurs. Markham's entrepreneurs are innovative and diverse. The MSBC is a co-venture of the City of Markham and the Ontario Ministry of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. We are dedicated to providing residents and business people of the City of Markham with access to business resources, business counseling, entrepreneurship programs, and seminars throughout the year. The MSBC, in partnership with the City of Markham and the Government of Ontario, are proud to celebrate the outstanding achievements of Markham's entrepreneurs through their participation in 3 of our entrepreneurship programs. That would be the Business Plan Competition, the Ontario Summer Company Program, and the Starter Company Plus program. Together with corporate sponsors, BDO Canada and Seneca College, the MSBC is administering the 18th annual business plan competition. I think that might have, I think some of the participants here are even younger than that. So I think that's really great to see. The objective of the business plan competition is to encourage students to develop a business concept, to undertake research, determine feasibility, and then ultimately write that business plan. Today, we are also celebrating the achievements of the students who successfully completed the 2020 Summer Company Program. I just wanted to say too that this particular Summer Company group is also unique in the fact that the entire program took place online virtually. So congratulations to all of you for putting up with us with that. With the assistance of some dedicated volunteer business mentors, Summer Company is a program designed to help enterprising students age 15 to 29 to start up and to run their own business. They also get awards of up to $3,000, and the program also provides invaluable business training and access to the knowledge and experience of established business owners. Starter Company Plus, that's a program for those over the age of 18 starting or expanding their business. They receive a grant of up to $3,500 to help with startup or growth costs. And they also attend business training sessions, mentoring with local business advisors. And upon completion, they will receive an award of up to $1,500. Today, we are also acknowledging the tremendous support from all levels of government for all of our entrepreneurs. Now, before we formally recognize the achievements of these successful participants of these 3 programs, we will have an opportunity to hear welcome remarks from our special guests. So first, I would like to introduce the Director of Economic Growth, Culture, and Entrepreneurship, Christina Kakaflikis. Christina, go ahead.
Thanks, Tiffany. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for that really energetic start to today's celebration. And I wanted to thank you and Don De Los Santos in our Markham Small Business Center and the recent addition of Linda Stott. All the work that you've been doing to support small businesses has been phenomenal, particularly over the last few months. So thank you, Tiffany. And it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon as part of this recognition. Thank you all for attending the 2020 Made in Markham Awards to celebrate Markham's entrepreneurs. And this is the first year the event has gone virtual. Although our event is not in person, the change to a virtual format does not take away from its importance. In fact, it's never been more important to recognize, celebrate, and support entrepreneurs. And we thank you all for your commitment to starting and building your businesses in Markham. Thank you to Mayor Scarpitti for hosting the event. And thank you to the Honorable Mary Ng, Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion and International Trade, for participating. You're always welcome and a great champion of businesses across Canada. And also, of course, MPP Billy Pang for all of your support as well. Today, we are proud to recognize participants in the Ontario Summer Company Program, Starter Company Plus, and Markham Business Plan Competition. Again, thank you to the team at the MSBC who administer the programs and help to provide business advisory support, grant funding assistance to our small businesses. It's now my honor and pleasure to introduce His Worship Mayor Frank Scarpitti. Mayor Frank Scarpitti was first elected to Markham Council in 1985 as a regional councillor. He was first elected as mayor of Markham in 2006 and has now served Markham for more than 33 years on council and as mayor. We're very lucky to have Mayor Scarpitti as our mayor. He works tirelessly in his capacity as mayor, and he also gives time to a number of nonprofit associations related to health, culture, and passionate leadership, particularly during the pandemic, has really been inspiring. And I think all of us as staff in the community, we really appreciate all the dedication and hard work and leadership that you've shown, Mayor Scarpitti. So again, we are very fortunate to have a mayor who is a strong champion of business, and his continued support of MSBC and entrepreneurship initiatives is greatly appreciated. Please welcome Mayor Frank Scarpitti.
Thank you very much, Christelle. Thank you. Is there an applause sign somewhere? You know, thank you for that introduction, but I was about to interrupt and say, you know, it's a beautiful afternoon out there, right? I thank you though for taking the time to do that, and great to be here with everyone. It is Friday afternoon. It is a beautiful day out there. I know that practically everybody on here has probably got more work piled up on their smart devices and their physical desks that they probably could be doing something else. I just want to welcome everyone. I always find the Made in Markham Awards inspiring, so it's great that we can get together, even during these challenging times, to celebrate great accomplishment within our community. And I have to say, thanks to our staff, I know we have been challenged on a number of fronts, but we continue to do business, and now we continue to celebrate. And thank you for all the extra efforts in creating a virtual event for us this year. I think it's extremely important that not only the great work that's been happening over the past few months through a couple of these programs, but also to culminate really the whole process, to thank those that have been instrumental in making it a success, and certainly to those who've participated, our young members, which we're going to get a chance to meet in just a few minutes. Wanted to take an opportunity, and there may have been a couple more that have joined since, so certainly they can speak up if they're here, because right now, maybe I can just flip over to that and that screen and to just take a quick scan. But I wanted to acknowledge the members of council that are here. I want to thank Councillor Alan Ho for being here. He's our chair of our Economic Development Committee. And if anybody's ever been in a meeting with Alan Ho, let me tell you, he's like the ever-ready battery rabbit. He is committed to do whatever he can to attract investment to our community. So Councillor Ho, thank you very much for being here today. And also to Councillor Issa Lee, who is starting off with a very young member of our business community, it looks like. I love the fact we're starting them so early these days. And oh yeah, she's already made something. She should sell that online if she can. I don't know. But thank you very much, Councillor Lee, for being here. And I want to also acknowledge, I hope he's in the room, our Commissioner of Development Services, Arvind Prasad, and economic development does fall under his commission, and I know we're going to be hearing from him a little later on. I think all of us have recognized over the past several months some of the things that we've always treasured, but perhaps with the challenges of COVID-19, we treasure them even more today. And fair to say, and we went through actually a presentation just yesterday at Markham Council about all the things that our staff and our council and our community have accomplished over the past several months. And let me tell you, we always had an appreciation for our staff, but their work over the past few months has truly been extraordinary. And I say that they can stand up to any other government organization, and fair to say, I think they can stand up to any private sector organization with everything they've had to do to pivot, provide services, not even have a blip in everything that we've been doing. Really speaks volumes of the dedication and professionalism. And so it's evident again today. So Tiffany, I'll echo Christina's words. Thanks for that wonderful energy at the beginning to start us off. But I have a funny suspicion that energy is something you and Don De Los Santos at the Markham Small Business Enterprise Center and others bring to work each and every day to fulfill your commitment to not only your jobs, but your commitment to really inspiring young entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs in general. I obviously want to say a warm welcome to Minister Mary Ng. Thank her for taking time out of her busy schedule, because again, goodness knows we know that those in federal government these days, there's no shortage of meetings, no shortage of aspects in dealing with the pandemic, and at the same time trying to keep everything going that they're responsible for. So really appreciate the fact that you're here. And I hope that Billy Pang has also been able to join us. Again, hard for me to scroll down, but I know he's due to be here. So want to thank him for being here. And really, today's awards program is jointly funded by the City of Markham and the Ministry of Economic Development and Innovation. And so I want to thank Billy and of course the team through the ministry that has a great relationship with the City of Markham staff. And of course, our innovators, our business young entrepreneurs, I just say thank you for stepping forward. It takes, it does take an effort to kind of come out of your shell and say, yeah, I want to try this, and subject yourself in many ways to, in the best of times, subject yourself to, sort of the pitfalls of starting a new business. And I know that, and we'll get to this later, that you've been able to utilize the resources that we have, particularly the mentors. But even with all of that, it's not always an easy thing to do. But I'm so happy that we've been able to continue this program in the City of Markham, a city that truly celebrates, encourages innovation, enterprise, certainly working to always attract investment to our community. And fair to say, earlier today, as part of a panel for the Intelligent Communities Forum, had an opportunity to showcase Markham once again, and I love doing that, but to showcase it once again and to really speak to why high-tech giants and companies come here. And it's because of the talent that we have. And we're going to see once again the incredible talent among our youth this afternoon. So truly, we're very proud of you. And certainly as we do celebrate Business Week, we're proud of all those entrepreneurs in our community who day in and day out provide jobs, create economic prosperity, bring recognition to the City of Markham. And as I've said, in the best of times, that's a challenge. But trying to do all of that with COVID-19 has put a strain on our small businesses. And I want to thank Minister Mary Ng, because certainly through her efforts, the federal government has had many programs and continue to have programs that support small business, to the province of Ontario as well. Most recently offering up the $300 million to restaurants and businesses who yet again been impacted by a modified stage 2. We all work hand in hand, supporting innovators, entrepreneurs, businesses. Why? Because if they're not successful, we won't have a successful community. They are part and parcel of what it makes to have a successful community. So the sun is shining today. It's warm outside. And I think it's really a reflection of everything all of us have done to come together to support businesses in our community, and in particular, to still keep the dream alive for young people in our community. And I'll tell you, and I know we're going to get to recognize them individually, but thank you to the mentors, because again, this program just simply doesn't work without you. So thank you for the commitment, the time that you gave it, and even for being here today to sort of celebrate the fruit of all your efforts and seeing these young people get recognized as they should. And with that, I'd like to now introduce Minister Mary Ng, who's Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion, and International Trade. And again, Minister Ng, your track record when it comes to business is a solid one. And I'll say particularly for women, particularly for young women, and certainly in a community that loves to boast about all the high-tech industry that we have, particularly for women in high tech. And so thank you for being here, and welcome, Minister Mary Ng.
Thank you so much. It's terrific to be here. I don't want to be the one between the beautiful day, you and being out there in the beautiful day. And it really is nice to be able to see everyone for this event. And albeit it's virtual, but the Made in Markham recognition event is a highlight every single year. And I say this to my colleagues who are other members of Parliament as well, and they don't agree with me, but I always tell them that I represent the best riding in the country. Because we really do have everything. And during Small Business Week, along with the mayor and our provincial colleagues, and certainly my federal colleagues, we've all been out there celebrating businesses and everything that is so resilient about Canada's businesses and entrepreneurs. And this year of all years, because we are fighting a global pandemic, and it is a crisis both on the health front and on the economic front that we've not seen in a generation. And all of us pulling together as we have as Team Canada to flatten the curve and to listen to the advice of our health officials is absolutely directly linked to how well we're going to do in our economy and how we get on that road to recovery. And at the very heart of that recovery, it has to be our small and medium-sized businesses. And all across Markham and Thornhill, I mean, who does not see a small business, whether it's in the main street or whether it is in the incubator or whether it is that idea that has come from the summer starter, the summer company program, right? I mean, it is just that absolute spectrum of incredible entrepreneurs. I have to say, I mean, I usually end with this, but I think I want to start with this. I've been such a proud Canadian over the last many months because I've seen firsthand how resilient our businesses are, what they have done to pivot, to adapt, to be incredibly resilient. But I've seen this real Team Canada approach, this neighborly approach, and this community approach. So while the federal government has put out a number of supports to help businesses of all sizes to just get through this pandemic, and to work with provinces and municipalities to ensure that they have the support they need in, for example, the Safe Restart program, which is a $20 billion transfer from the federal government to provinces and territories, so that we can all work together, so that we are all doing this all as Team Canada to keep our businesses going. And as the mayor said, our commitment for helping our businesses grow must include everyone in our community. It must include women. It must include young entrepreneurs. It must include racialized and Indigenous entrepreneurs. And so much of this work was work that started before COVID-19, and certainly during COVID-19, we don't want to see the gains lost. Those very, very important gains lost. I mean, I'll give you a statistic as it relates to women entrepreneurs, and there are other ones, but I can spend a lot of time on numbers. But the government of Canada launched its first ever women's entrepreneurship strategy. It's a $5 billion investment. It's not only the right thing to do to increase the number of women in the Canadian economy, but what are we going to get as a return on investment? $150 billion to the Canadian economy. Like those are real numbers. And that's what everyone is doing there in Markham. That is what we are celebrating today. Those incredible young entrepreneurs who are giving starting a business a shot is what we are seeing, and that is absolutely terrific. Those of you who may not know about Futurepreneur, go look them up. Futurepreneur is who we partner with, and they help to help young companies start. It's precisely a program for youth, and during this pandemic, we added some additional support to Futurepreneur. I think it's somewhere in the order of $20 million, so that they can continue to support the young entrepreneurs. We did the same thing with women entrepreneurs as well, but I won't go on to a running list of those supports. What I would say though is that that at the end of the day, it really is about the viability and the aspirations and the creativity and the ideas and that tenacity and the resilience of so many of the businesses that are here. And I want to also echo what the mayor has said in Tiffany, you and Dawn and Christina, the entire team. I mean, this all happens because you're also committed to it, and it's just incredible work. And to the innovators and to the businesses, bravo. This is the beginning of your journey, I hope. And absolutely to all of the mentors, businesses, it can be quite lonely starting your own venture and wondering how you might, how you might solve a problem, or how you might get that next little bit of capital, or how you think you might need to grow. So the mentors are exceedingly, exceedingly important. So thank you so much. And to just all of my colleagues and friends at the city, you do such incredible work, and I just couldn't be prouder than to serve Canadians alongside all of you. So thank you so much for giving me a bit of time, and I will apologize if I have to sort of leave midway in the recognition of all of the great businesses. But all of my congratulations to you, and I'm going to stay as long as I can, because this is, that recognition part is terrific. I love watching it every year.
That's great. Thank you. Yeah, we really do need an applause sound or button as we go forward. But thank you to Christina, thank you to Mayor Scarpitti, thank you to MP Mary Ng for those wonderful words. It's always really nice to see all different levels of support for our MSBC programs. So with that, let's get started. So I'm actually just going to remind everyone again, if you are not in the particular category that we're recognizing, I'd suggest that you turn your camera off, because we're going to try to do some screenshots to let you guys get a picture with the mayor, get a picture with MP Mary Ng. So we'll try to do the best we can. So we're going to get started. So I'll ask Linda to put the slideshow up again. Thank you. And we're going to start by recognizing our corporate sponsors and our judges for the business plan competition. So I'd like to recognize BDO Canada. Unfortunately, George Simpson couldn't be with us here today. That's okay. We'd also like to recognize Seneca Helix. Chris Dudley is here from Seneca Helix, so we're very happy to see him. And I just want to also mention the judges. So these individuals did double duty. We have George Simpson again, Chris Dudley, and also Dawn De Los Santos from our office, who all served as judges for the business plan competition. I'm going to ask Chris to say a few words. I know he loves to address our entrepreneurs. So Chris, go ahead.
Thank you, Tiffany. I'm honored to be one of the judges for the Made in Markham initiative. Actually, I believe this is the 14th year that Seneca has participated. And I got to tell you, it's something that I look forward to every year. In my position as Director of Entrepreneurship at Seneca, I get to oversee Seneca's on-campus entrepreneurship incubator that we call Helix. And I got to tell you, I have one of the best jobs, other than the mayor of Markham. I have one of the best jobs because I get to work with incredibly bright, forward-thinking young entrepreneurs and assist them in developing new businesses. Since 2014, when Helix launched, we have assisted over 550 new ventures launch and scale. I love what I do because I get to see the future through the eyes and minds of our Helixers. I also get to work in a strong, constantly growing entrepreneurship ecosystem that, led by the Mayor Scarpitti, Markham has developed and nurtured. This Made in Markham initiative is one of many entrepreneurship and innovative initiatives that the city engages the community in throughout the year. As a judge, I have read every submission many times, and one thing is very clear. Every young entrepreneur who has submitted this year has an innovative mindset and will create the future. Congratulations to them, and I encourage each of them to keep going. Markham needs you, Canada needs you, and the world needs you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, Tiffany, and I look forward to seeing the winners.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. Applause. I do appreciate that. I know we're gonna, if we were in person, we would be standing in front of in the council chambers, taking pictures right now. So I'm gonna offer a moment right now, if you want to do a screenshot with the people who are on the screen currently. We have the mayor, we have MP Mary Ng, Alan Ho's here. So you're welcome to take a screenshot and frame it for your office. That would be nice. Okay, excellent. Okay, we are going to move on to our next category, a category that I do love to present because, particularly during COVID right now, we understand that all of our teachers are going through some challenging times, and they're all doing a lot of work and, teaching virtually or teaching in person. So we want to recognize the teachers who have encouraged entrepreneurship with their students. We are, I think I saw one of them sign in, but I'm going to read out the names. So if you are here, please turn on your camera and just, give us a wave. I'm going to start with recognizing Claire Hainstock from Burr Oak Secondary School. I don't think he arrived, but that's okay. We'll move on to Kuo Pan from Unionville High School, Sandy Burke from Milliken Mills High School, Christina Lovell from Markham District High School. I think I did see Christina log in, so if you're here, please give us a wave. Okay, and then lastly, Victoria, oh, this is going to be a hard one to pronounce, but Gian Antonio, I believe is the way to pronounce that, St. Augustine Catholic High School. Thank you to all the teachers who continue to encourage entrepreneurship. We're going to move on to our next category, which is our community mentoring group category for Summer Company 2020. So as part of the Summer Company program, all the students are mentored by generous members of the business community. The mentors guide the students to the success of their summer business. They not only teach the students how to market their business, but how to keep financial records, how to deal with clients. They provide students with valuable experience-based knowledge that will undoubtedly continue to guide the Summer Company students to success. I'm going to ask Mayor Scarpitti, would you kindly do the honors of recognizing our Summer Company community mentoring group?
Absolutely. And again, this program does not work without you. So thank you to our mentors for the incredible work that they do, the commitment that they give. And particularly during these challenging times, thank you for volunteering your time. So, and I'm going to make the apology right up front. If I mess up anyone's name, I'll do it now. And, you're welcome to turn on your microphone and correct me because we want to make sure people know who you are. But I want to thank Stefan Orlov from BizMetrics. Stefan, thank you very much. There he is. Well, he's in center square on my screen. Anyone that watched Hollywood Squares knows that's the most important square. So great to see you in the center square. Jeff Yolik from IBM. Jeff, welcome and thank you very much for your commitment. And I'm not sure if Igor Kilbanov, Fitness Solutions, is here. Again, I'm working off an iPad, so I may not see everybody. And Liz Scott from Affinity Coach Consulting. So thank you very much to our mentors, and you're going to get to see the young people that you've been working with in the next couple of minutes here. You know, I know all of us do great work in the community, but I just want to say, I don't think there's anything more noble than teaching a young person, giving a young person the skills to reach their full potential. So thanks to you, and appreciate again the work that you've done. It is noble work, and it's the type of work that really lives on forever in the person that you've mentored. These are important times together. So thank you very much for everything you've done. So Tiffany, that's all I had on my list. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Okay.
No, that's perfect.
All right.
That was our summer company mentoring group. You know, I'll just add to that all these individuals in this particular mentoring group, this is not the first time they're being recognized. They have come back again and again and again to volunteer their time, and we're forever grateful for that. So thank you. And Mayor,
could we get a shot, another
yes,
screenshot?
let's try to do another screenshot. I see Jeff, I see Stefan. I think I don't see Liz or Igor, but that's okay. We can go ahead and take a screenshot. Okay, thank you everyone for that. And Mayor Scarpitti, you can continue recognizing our other mentoring group, which is our Starter Company Plus group.
Yeah, again, thank you to them. And, you know, here we've got excellent representatives, and a couple of names have come back again in this group. So I don't know where you're putting all these awards that we give you year after year, but you're probably going to have to put an addition onto your office or house. But I want to thank David Gilbert from David Gilbert Voiceover, Ellie Chan from RBC, again, Stefan Orlov from BizMetrics, Shan Zhu from RBC, Jeff Yolik again from IBM, and Chris Colucci from Chris Colucci International. And I want to say as well, in your capacity, I think you're still the chair of Markham Board of Trade, unless they've had a coup d'etat over there. But I know.
No, they got me roped in for another term. Yeah,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I'm but a humble servant.
Appreciate again with everything that you're doing, the time spent here. So again, thank you to these mentors and for the time, and let's get a screenshot with them as well.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. We are going to move on to our next category, our business plan competition winners. So like Chris was mentioning, you know, these plans that he had to read, hopefully full of interesting ideas and, you know, well-researched and innovative. So I'm going to, it's not in any particular order. I will just recognize the winners. So we have Li Han Zhang from Green Joy Studio. She was selected to win the BDO Award of Excellence for first prize. I don't think I see Lee here though. Okay, next I'll recognize Ryan Chow Ming Lam for his company Pomelo. He was awarded the secondary school finalist category. Next is a group effort, Michelle Zhao, Sathana Sivasagaran, and Cindy Zhu for the Dog District, and they were also selected as a secondary school finalist. Next is Vanessa Lee for her company Thrifts by Lee. She was awarded the Seneca First Prize and the Video Pitch Award.
Yeah, very good.
And lastly, we're going to recognize another group effort, Tiffany Yang, Alina Liu, and Megan Hun. I believe I did see you girls sign in, so give us a wave if you are here. They were awarded the Seneca Award of Innovation and the Secondary School Finalist Awards. Congratulations to all of our winners. So if you would like, oh, I see you guys here, excellent. If you wanted to take a screenshot right now, we can do that. So I see the group members, so go ahead. Hi, Vanessa. I see you down there too. Okay. Wonderful. We would, I'm going to see if MPP Billy Pang has joined us yet. We don't see him.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay, wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Tiffany. How are you?
Welcome. So this is a nice opportunity to have you provide some words for our wonderful entrepreneurs here. Please go ahead, MPP Billy Pang.
Thank you very much, Tiffany. And I want to thank the City of Markham for inviting me to your virtual Made in Markham recognition event. I'm so proud to be a resident of Markham, and I'm delighted to attend today's event to acknowledge the participants who took part in the 2019-20 Markham Small Business Center program to showcase their creativity and entrepreneurship. As a resident of Markham and the current MPP for the riding of Markham Unionville, I recognize and proud that our city is full of innovative and driven individuals. So during this unprecedented time, we are witnessing constituents in Markham and across Ontario continuing to bring their creative ideas to life and chasing after their business and dreams. And I'm happy that through this program, many individuals are able to access the support, funding, and mentorship they need. And I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate to all the award recipients today. And I look forward to this wonderful celebration. Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you, MPP Billy Pang. That was very nice to hear from you. And we'll do our applause. We were just joking before about an applause sound, but we're gonna try to do it.
Thank you very much, Tiffany.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our next category now, which is our Summer Company 2020 category. And like I mentioned before, you know, this group was, we had to do everything completely online with this group. So I do have to applaud them, give them extra applause for that. They did not get, you know, face-to-face hand-holding help that we usually provide. So they were able to do things on their, you know, mostly online. And I think they all did a wonderful job. So these students for the summer company program not only had to create their business plan, but to actually execute on that plan. They operated an actual business this summer. Each student received a $3,000 grant to operate their business. So I am going to turn things over to Mayor Scarpitti to ask him to read out the names for our successful summer company participants.
Well, this is the moment we've been waiting for. I mean, well, I know there's a couple more, but certainly this is one of the more exciting parts here. It goes without saying that we're very, very proud of all these individuals and want to congratulate them. So one at a time, we have Vivian Wong, who attends York University. Yay, York, because York is building a new campus here in the city of Markham. So they're just getting in the ground now. But Vivian operates Noir Beauty, an eyelash extension e-commerce store. So congratulations and thank you, Vivian, for participating. And right now, you probably could go on a speaking tour because so many businesses are trying to get their online presence and trying to get their commerce through digital media. So congratulations to you for doing that. Next is Samira Karamova, who attends Bill Hogarth Secondary School and operates Ella Walla Photography. Hope I got that right. A beauty product photography company. So congratulations, Samira, and great to see someone who's in high school that's taken this on and started a new business. And Raymond Lee attends Bayview Secondary School and operates Edge Prim, a company that assists business owners with website creation, cross-platform applications, and everything digital. And so again, Raymond, I hope you were busy throughout the summer. If you weren't busy throughout the summer, I'm sure we can find you lots of work now because businesses are trying to get that online presence. So congratulations to you. Jason Lee, who attends William Lyon Mackenzie Collegiate, operates PC Revival, a company that offers PC repair and custom build services. And just based on the amount of time we're spending with technology these days, I'm sure you had a few customers over the summer providing that kind of service. So congratulations to you. Next is Joshua Schultz, who attends Lakehead University and operates Jobs by Joshua, a home maintenance and repair service. Joshua, where were you when I needed you? I mean, I had to do so much work this past summer. But anyways, I might be able to go into business myself after everything I've had to do over the summer. It's amazing all these projects that we all end up taking on. Sometimes we shouldn't take on, but we decide to do it in any event. I also want to say congratulations to Emily Zhang. She attends Milliken Mills High School and operates Sweet Shot Photography, producing food photography for restaurants. Wow, fantastic. Good for you. And I know we have a lot of great restaurants in the city of Markham. And while obviously if you're familiar with the restaurant, it's easy to decide where to get takeout these days. But you know what? Your line of work will help businesses, because the more you make their food look good, the more they're going to get takeout orders. So we need your photography. Lucy Chen, who attends OCAD and operates Lucy's Pencil, offering graphic design services for small business owners. And wonderful talent. I wish I had that type of talent. I can talk forever, but in terms of design and drawing, forget about it. But let's give a big hand to all of our participants in the summer company program. Well done, and great businesses, very timely businesses for this year. Congratulations.
Thank you. And so we're going to, again, offer a moment to all of our summer company participants. If you want to take a screenshot right now, please go ahead. You can do so. We'll leave some time at the end as well if you didn't get an opportunity to do one. But I see a lot of the summer company students actually here. So fantastic. Thanks for being here. Hi, Josh. Hi, Lucy. Nice to see you guys. Josh, are you in your dorm right now?
I am.
You're on campus, yeah. That's
You're all
great.
talking about wonderful weather. It is currently 2 degrees and snowing in Thunder Bay.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I see Samira. I see Vivian. Hi, guys. Okay, if you want to take a picture, go ahead. You can do a little screenshot right now. Hi, Jason. I see you too. Great. Hi, Emily. See you as well. Okay. Awesome.
Great turnout. Great turnout.
Yeah. Again,
great to see everybody.
Like the mayor said, all of your businesses were very timely, and I really do hope that you are still continuing on with your efforts and being able to offer your services to the small business community. Those of you who are doing that. Okay. So now we are moving on to our next category, our Starter Company Plus category for our 2019 to 2020 participants. Mayor Scarpitti, would you please announce the names?
Again, brave people to come out and start a business. It's not easy, and particularly, whether it was even just prior to the pandemic and starting up a business and keeping it going during these times are incredible challenges. So we salute you, not only for starting, but for keeping it going. So first up is Brian Chen, and Brian operates Ergo Automotive, a mechanic shop located on 14th Avenue. So congratulations to you, Brian. Next is Jia Nanzhu, operates Maple STEM Education, a STEM tutoring service offering virtual classes. I don't know if Minister Ng is still here. I think she had to leave, but you should get in touch with Minister Ng, because she loves to promote young women and certainly young minds entering into STEM programming. So this is wonderful that you're able to get kids ready for post-secondary education. Next is Maria Tatarova, who operates K&T Sauces, a family-run, locally manufactured sauce company located in Thornhill. I don't know about the rest of you. Now I'm starting to get hungry. And not only do we have good weather, but we're hearing about all these wonderful food photography and sauces and everything else. We also have Eddie Wang, who operates Top International, an education advisory and consulting company. Then we have Yong Yang, who operates Fast Approach, an AI digital marketing firm. Wow, talk about being at the forefront of technology. That's amazing. Wish we had time to go through and see, you know, aspects of all these businesses. It's incredible. Chen, who operates Ultra Health, a natural skincare company. Congratulations, you. It's more important. Health is obviously important, and healthy products are very important to keep us healthy. So good for you, natural skincare. Next, we have Ann Chow, who operates the singing school, providing vocal lessons to people of every age. Where do I sign up? I mean, this is one that I know there's a few of us here in the room that love to think we can sing, and but we might have to take advantage of this one. So congratulations, Anne. You obviously must be talented yourself. So wonderful. Next, we have May Yuran. Genestathis operates SV Robotics, a company that offers advanced robotics tutoring for students virtually. Again, at the forefront of all this technology, and great to see someone like you teaching that to young people in our community. We also have Moja Tabasaidi of Xerox Technology, an advanced electrical manufacturing company. And you join a long list of companies in Markham who are in advanced manufacturing. And again, Minister Ng has provided support to them through an earlier program that the federal government announced a couple of years back. We also have Rose Powell of Zealous Baby Care Services, an infant and baby care service that connects you with trained professionals. And if something we've heard from parents is they need relief once in a while from the very kids they love so dearly. So this is wonderful that you're able to connect them to other professionals in the community to be able to provide that support to parents in our community. Next, we have Coleman Chan, who operates Javelin Sports, a web and mobile app that allows sports group organizers to manage their players more effectively. And again, anyone who's volunteered for any sports group in our community knows what a big undertaking that is. When you're a convener, trying to keep track of the players and also coaches as to how they're advancing, not an easy thing to do. And next we have Manan Sadazvam, and I again apologize for that. Manan, you can help us correct that, but opened up Monkey Hut Cafe in the Cornell community. This is wonderful. Anyone that knows about Cornell knows what a beautifully designed community that is, and how that main area where the retailers are it's kind of like a spine for the community there, because it's where people meet. And I'm going to have to check this out when I'm allowed to go out and do it, because this sounds like a neat place. So again, congratulations to all of our starter company programs. We salute all of the entrepreneurs. Brave of you to come forward to start a business, and congratulations to all of you.
Wonderful. So we're going to take a moment to offer a screenshot opportunity if anyone wants to take a picture. I see quite a number of starter company faces here, so please go ahead if you'd like to take a photo. Okay. We are going to keep going now. We're going to actually do something a little different now. I'm sure all of you feel the same as I do with, missing the personal interactions and missing the the opportunity to talk to the mayor, to talk to to talk to someone in the community. I certainly miss it. So in an effort to kind of produce some sort of interaction, we're going to have a live polling question. So I'm going to ask Linda if she can put up the poll. There are 2 questions there. I'm going to ask you to select one that you would like Mayor Scarpitti to answer. So I am Linda, if you could activate the poll. We'll give everyone, 10 seconds or so, and they can answer the question. Linda, let's see.
Yes, I did activate the poll, so let me just see if I could do that again.
Okay.
I think I'm seeing answers, so perhaps.
Oh, okay, good. So people are seeing it. Excellent. Okay. So there are 2 questions there. You can either select for the mayor to provide some advice for entrepreneurs during this time, or you could ask him to answer, what kind of business would he be running if he were a business owner? So let's see, we'll give everyone maybe 2 more seconds here. All right, Linda, you do the honors of closing the poll, and you can go ahead and announce the winning question.
Oh, well, thank you very much. The winning question is for Mayor Scarpitti. If you could operate a business, what type of business would it be and why?
All right.
Gee, that was close, that voting. That was like an election in the United States or something, where it's very marginal win. Holy mackerel. Well, that's an interesting one. And probably, I wouldn't have just one. But if I had to maybe go back to one, it actually might be in the food business. A friend of mine and I in high school used to operate a part-time catering business, which we actually called Butler's 2. That was the name of the business. And it really kind of started off by, kind of half serious, but we started catering dinner parties in people's homes. And because of the people that we got to meet at some of those dinner parties, we eventually started getting some other contracts with businesses and being able to cater specific events that they might have been holding. So, I think, again, it speaks to some of the wonderful diversity that we have in our community and the wonderful food that we have that's reflected from around the world. That'd be one that would interest me. And it's not the only one. I think this is what's great about living in this community. Your eyes get opened up in terms of possibilities, but like some of the people here, I wouldn't necessarily call it marketing, but maybe an opportunity to help businesses connect to the right resources within a community. So, sort of / marketing resource type of business that would help entrepreneurs be successful. And then after this summer, I can be an electrician. Let's see, what else can I do? Anyways, yeah, that would be some of my interests. And then I think as well, given the way technology now has allowed people to have sort of the, what would have been in traditional media terms, a program. That's something I wouldn't mind experimenting with one day, is, kind of hosting a program using technology and connecting to people with all kinds of interests. So there's 2 or 3 off the top of my head.
That's great. Thank you. And you know what? So as to not disappoint everyone else, do you want to answer the other question too? Provide some advice to our entrepreneurs?
Talk about unifying this Zoom call here. I've been listening to some of the presidential debates, so I'm going to, unify both sides of the camps here. Best advice? Well, I think the experience you've just had with the mentors, continue to do that. Whether it's the mentors through this program, or whether it's other successful business owners in the community, you can never learn too much. You can never stop learning. And so, there's for some people, and admittedly, everyone's journey, everyone's experience is never going to be the same as yours. But like, you know, when you, let's say, go on a cross-country trip across Canada, there'll be people to say, hey, you've got to stop and look at this, or be careful when you're driving through this area. I've been through there before. They've had some of that experience. Now, will your journey be exactly as theirs? Of course not. But you can take the little parcels and pieces and certainly help with your journey. And I would say that even in the best of times, continue to look out for people that you look up to, that you perhaps have admired the way that they've been able to advance their businesses, and continue to do that. That's important no matter what stage. Right now, you've been very lucky to work with people to get you started with your business. If your business continues to grow, there's probably other people in the community that can help you take your business to that next level. We keep hearing terminology like that. You know, I started my business, I was gung-ho, got to a certain point, and then I didn't know how to expand my business and take advantage of other opportunities. So really, in a nutshell, what you've experienced here over the past several months, I just continue to do that. And if it's important in the best of times, it's even more important now that we lean on each other and get that support during the pandemic, because we gotta figure things out. There's no playbook of how to deal with crisis and how do you respond, whether you're in government, you're in the community, or you're running your own business. So the more that we can feed off each other, support each other, I think the greater success that we'll have, not only in our own businesses, but in the community as well.
Thank you. Yeah, that was great. Thank you for answering both of the questions. I, for one, had no idea that you started a catering company in high school. So that's a really great trivia question the next time we have to do something like this. Yeah. And thank you for that advice. You know, I think challenging times for all of our business owners that we've come across, but I do have to commend everyone for, like MP Mary Ng said, you know, that tenacity and that resilience. Those are two great words to keep in mind as you continue to navigate this economy. So I think now is a wonderful time to bring our closing remarks speaker, is the co-chair of the Economic Development Committee and Ward 6 Councillor Alan Ho. We are very lucky to have his support every year for this event. And Councillor Ho, I see you up there, wonderful. I'm sure Councillor Ho is going to impart some words of wisdom to all of our students here as well. Go ahead, Councillor Ho.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor, young entrepreneurs and students, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending the first ever virtual Made in Markham Awards to celebrate Markham's entrepreneurs. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your continued support for small business in City of Markham. I would also like to thank our staff, Andy Los Santos and Tiffany Mack, for their assistance. It is really my honor to be speaking to you today. And as chair of Markham's Economic Development Committee, I'm extremely happy to see that all three levels of government believe that our student is the future by creating programs that get our young students feet wet in business and entrepreneurship at an early age to help them prepare for success in the long run. I'm proud to recognize the participants in the Ontario Summer Company Programs, Starter Company Plus, and Markham Business Plan Competition. Thank you to the Markham Small Business Center for administering these programs to help provide business advisory and grant funding. Although these programs are geared towards a business and entrepreneurial mindset, what we learn through these challenges, training, and mentorship are critical, as it can also help you in other areas of your life to be successful. The City of Markham, in fact, is a place where many companies start or expand their businesses. And because of that, we continue to thrive as a city to this day as job opportunities are created. I'm proud of our staff for partnering with many sponsors and other businesses and organizations for believing in our students and investing the time and energy to help hone their skills. Currently, COVID-19 has affected many businesses. And being a businessman myself, it is extremely difficult to see what has happened the past year. We must not wallow in despair or defeat, but instead adjust to the situation we are in and brainstorm methods and ways to accommodate the needs of our customers. If things don't go well, don't let it pull you down. Make some adjustment and try again. If that doesn't work, make some more changes and keep going. Your attitude towards these moments is important, as it will define whether or not you will be successful in your career and life. Finally, congratulations to all participants for taking part in these programs, and I wish you all the very best in your career. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Ho.
Thank you.
Councillor Ho, could I just ask you one additional question? I know that you are an experienced entrepreneur yourself. Did you want to leave any last words of wisdom for our young entrepreneurs here?
Wow, yeah, you're right. Never give up. You know what? When I first started business, I did not get a penny of business for 10 months. And I did not have any income for 1.5 years. Well, it was terrible because, you know, I was new to Canada. I started my own business, 5 years after I came to Canada. I didn't know many people. I didn't know, a lot of companies, and I started from scratch. 10 months without one order. Can you imagine? But I went through all the companies, including, let's say, Hudson Bay, Sears, all companies I can approach. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Councillor Ho. And I really hope that advice kind of echoes in your mind, particularly for the business owners who are still in that startup phase, maybe are going through challenging times right now. The idea of not giving up or just trying to adjust, trying to pivot. If it doesn't work, try again. Those things all ring true. The staff at the Markham Small Business Center, we're here to help you. So if you do have questions, if you do have questions about certain programming or what you should be doing, you're welcome to reach out to myself or to Dawn or to Linda, and we're happy to help. So with that, we are wrapping up today's event. So a huge thank you to all of our program participants who are here, all of our special guests who are here. May all of your entrepreneurial endeavors continue to be successful. And because, like I said before, because we're doing this virtually, unfortunately, we don't have an opportunity to take a lot of those photos that we love to take. So I'm going to offer this final few minutes. If anyone wants to take a picture, raise your hand, or we can try to do some more shots here. And you can have it in your records. But just to let you know that this whole event was recorded, and we're also producing a video later on. I think probably in the next 2 weeks it'll be out, and it'll recognize all of you and your participation with these programs. Okay. So anyone want to take a photo? I'm giving another moment here. You can raise your hand. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap things up now. So again, a big thank you to Mayor Scarpitti, to Councillor Ho, to Councillor Issa Lee, to MPP Billy Pang, MP Mary Ng, and all of our special guests. A huge thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Okay.
Congratulations, everyone.
if people still want to stay online to get a picture, you can do that. It might be easier with fewer people on the screen. So just, we can just have a few moments to wait. Okay.
Tiffany,
Yes.
would you mind putting up your first slide that highlighted the
Yes.
event?
Linda, could you do that with the slideshow, please? The first title page slide.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
Just give me a sec here.
You're like, it's like I'm in Wizard of Oz. You're like the man behind the wall. I can't see you, but I hear you.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's great because I want to tweet this out.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And Mayor, thank you. Great work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Okay.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, Mayor. Bye.
I think we have some people here who would like a photo. Is that Raymond?
Okay.
Did you want to? Yeah, I think Raymond, did you want to take something?
Yeah, can I actually speak to Mayor Scarpitti? Just about, so I'm actually also organizing the first hackathon in Markham. So I've been doing that. So a hackathon is an event where people, like young people and mostly students, get together, they code, they make a project, and then they get judged, and then they can win some money. So there's like sponsors and stuff for the event. So I was just wondering for our next event, whether the city of Markham would be able to sponsor the event.
Well, send me a request. I mean, obviously we're having to kind of modify a lot of things we're doing lately because we've, not unlike business, also have had some revenue cut with the pandemic going on. But send it to me. It's Mayor Scarpitti at markham.ca, and just indicate it's a follow-up to the discussion we had at the Made in Markham event. And we can take a look at the other thing we might be able to do is even support it on social media and give you some promotion that way. But definitely give it. When is it going to be?
The exact date hasn't really been decided yet. It was going to be December, but then COVID, so we'll.
Right. So you think it might be in the new year?
Probably, yeah.
Probably in the new year. Okay. Yeah, but where were you going to hold it initially?
So the past 2 years we've been doing it at Markham Public Libraries. So the first time was at Angus Glen. Second time was at Markham Village. This year we'll probably do it online because COVID.
Yeah. No, obviously, yeah. Well, good for you.
Yeah, Raymond. You know what? You can send us an email at the Small Business Center too. I can't, obviously I can't promise anything with funding, but there are other ways that we can support your endeavor. So like the mayor said, through social media, and maybe even connecting you with different organizations that also are in line with your event. So let us know, okay?
Thank you so much, guys.
How many people have participated in the past?
So I think the first year was around 10 or 20 people. The second year was double that. So hopefully we can get more. Yeah.
Keep growing it. Yeah, good for you.
That's
I think
great.
they're always amazing event. The energy in the room is. I've been to a couple, and the energy in the room is just phenomenal. And when you have that sort of set time period that you got to complete it in, it gets everybody motivated. That's for sure. It's amazing. That's good for you.
So Raymond, did you want to do a screenshot, or if you do, I'm gonna turn my video off and you can go ahead and take one with the mayor.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Go for it. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. And our other guests here, Tiffany, Alina, Megan, did you want to have a photo as well? Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Megan, I love your hair.
I wish I had hair to do that with.
Amazing. Thank you, girls. And Shan, I see you're still online. Did you want a photo as well? Maybe she can't hear me. Okay, and then we have, I see Schumann Paul. Did you want a photo as well? No? Okay. Okay, that's fine. I think we can wrap up then. They're probably just haven't
No
logged
worries.
off
Well,
yet.
thank you to the whole team. Thanks a lot. This was great, and it you know, with all the time that's spent by the mentors and all the participants, kind of nice to have this. So I appreciate all the extra effort you guys took to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that we were able to do a virtual option. I think we were, discussing, could we do it? Is it going to work? But you know what? I think this was fun. This was nice to still be able to recognize all the students and all the participants. So
the program was really wonderful this year, especially with everything like being canceled and stuff. I really appreciated having the option still available. I was actually looking for a job and I couldn't find one, which is why I just joined the program, started my own company. So especially during COVID, the whole summer company program was really helpful to youth like us. So everything's really, thank you so much, Tiffany and Don.
thanks, Raymond. That's really nice to hear.
Thanks, Raymond.
That's great. Well, good to hear. All right, good luck with everything and enjoy the day, whatever is left. I got a couple more meetings, so hopefully they won't. Looking out the window here, it still looks pretty nice out there, but enjoy. Take care and have a good weekend as well.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.